my advice to my younger self is like, stop smoking.
Okay.
Continue to party if you want. Stop smoking and do a real activity. Like, the beauty of jiu-jitsu and working with jiu-jitsu, because obviously it's my full-time job, is that I was in Brazil, like to train a little bit with affiliation in Alliance, in Sao Paulo, Rio de Janeiro, and I went in Bahia in the northeast.
Hello guys, my name is Alex. We are on Malta, in Avant-Garde, and this is another episode of Knock Knock. I'm here with David. We are in Malta currently. Please tell us something about you, who you are, what you are doing, where we are.
Okay, so guys, welcome to Avant-Garde. It's an academy in Malta. We arrived with my twin brother. I'm gonna explain a little bit later about the story, but we arrived in Malta approximately 6 years and a half ago. And our goal was not to make jiu-jitsu. We were like digital nomads, where we travel a little bit in Thailand, in Europe. We had a company, and we were like selling product online. And we arrived in Malta. Just our idea was like to live in a great place, warm, where we could also like spend maybe the winter in other country, Asia, Bali, Thailand, where it was like the digital nomad dream. And yeah, we already lived in Thailand for 3 years, so the goal was to share our life in Europe and like to be a little bit closer to our parents, and also like just live in Europe a bit and spend a good time. So nowadays it's really popular, like this idea of digital nomad, but we did that really like close to 10, 12 years ago. Anyway, we arrived in Malta and we were not really happy about the current situation of jiu-jitsu. You know, it was like puzzle mat, an academy which was really, really far away. Let's say that the mindset and the mentality was not really fitting with us, but we had no choice because there's only one place in Malta, and it was there, you know. So I remember like walking all day, and after I had like 1 hour 30 of traffic, as you experienced, right?
Yes, today.
To go to this academy, and yeah, at one point there was a small other academy growing in Pacheville, which is a neighborhood known for the party and stuff, and people were there like they were creating something really new, like with maybe 10 white belts, 1 blue belt, and the owner at this point asked my brother like to teach for like quite a good salary, like something like 500 or 600 euro just to teach a few classes.
Okay, that's cool.
And my brother was like, you know what, it's free money, I'm gonna take it, you know. So he stopped to train at the other academy. I stayed there a little bit because I enjoyed the sparring and the level, but the level was not incredible, you know. So at one point we completely switched and we went into this academy, which was called Arete.
Okay.
And Arete, in fact, was a school in Thailand, in Bangkok. And this school was owned now by one of my friends, and we trained there when we were living in Thailand. We were in Chiang Mai in the north, but this was in Bangkok. But we knew the people, and so the founder of the Arete in Malta was also a digital nomad.
Okay.
Okay, so it was funny because we began to train in a school that we knew from Thailand, in a really small island on the Mediterranean Sea. And anyway, few years later, we took over. The guy who was taking care just left, and so we created our first real academy, which was Arete number 2. Okay. And it was like a 100 square meters academy with Fuji mats. So it was my first time in 8 years of jiu-jitsu that I was rolling on those kind of mats. You know, it changed everything from puzzle mat or dirty vinyl to Fuji mat. I was ecstatic, you know. And so we trained in this academy and we made the sport grow. In fact, when we did the opening ceremony of our first school, we brought a black belt, one of my first black belt teacher from Thailand, Bruno Carvalho. He came there. There was another Brazilian, one of my black belt teacher from Belgium, Walid, and they came, and the tatami was packed. And we look at each other, me and my brother, and we're like, we made something good, but we made something wrong. We should have seen bigger, you know. Yeah. Unfortunately, 6 to 8 months later, the COVID happened, and everything had to stop. And you know, we had to make like those private hidden training where we're like, you know, like hiding to train jiu-jitsu. It was a time of madness. Anyway, 1 year, I don't remember how long last the pandemic, but at one point it was too small, you know, and we had a lot of people, and we decided like to go, as we said in English, balls to the wall and just go for it. And we signed this place, and I met my landlord, who is really awesome, you know. He's a really good businessman too, but he's awesome because we wanted to take this other place. So
Yes.
Avant-Garde is made of two places. The reception here and the small which is 100 square meters, the same space as the first academy. And there's here this place, which is 400 square meters. We just wanted to take the 400 square meters. And my landlord said, guys, think big. And after thinking a lot,
Yeah.
we just like put all our economy of online business and we just did it, you know. And Avant-Garde was born, and now it's like one of the most thriving academy in the Mediterranean Sea. We have 400 students, so that's
How many?
400 students.
400
yes,
students?
150 kids, 250 adults.
Nice.
And to be honest, it's still growing. So overall, that's the academy. That's the story of the academy.
Okay. Yeah, the place is huge, as I said before. Okay, but tell me something about you, because you said that you were digital nomads. You had online business. You still
exactly.
have?
No, we stopped that. Yeah,
Okay,
we stopped.
it was like something like dropshipping or something?
So it was not drop shipping. It was like the thing, like just a little bit over it, which is called FBA, fulfillment by Amazon. So that means the difference is drop shipping is you don't own the stock, and there's a lot of scamming. There's a lot of people who pretend to be big entrepreneur when you don't have a stock. You know, like you're just selling. Anyway, fulfillment by Amazon was a system where you find a product, you market it, you private label it. I was doing all the graphic design, all the picture, all the stuff.
Yes.
And my brother was doing all the marketing, and so it was a sushi kit, really special.
Sushi kit?
Sushi kit, yeah, but it was really special. It was like a bazooka to make sushi, and
Cool.
and it worked incredibly well. And so the difference between dropshipping, we had a stock. So we had a part of the warehouse of Amazon where we had like, you know, like pallets, you know,
Yes.
and we had like 11 pallets of 2 meters. I mean, I'm not going to talk about money, but it was quite.
But it was.
Yeah, it was
good. Okay.
It was impressive, yeah.
Understand. Okay, so but because as we spoke before, you have a big journey because you are from Brussels, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You were living in Thailand.
In Thailand, yeah.
In Chiang Mai.
Yeah.
And now you are on Malta. Why Malta? I know that you said that you wanted to be more like close to your family, but why Malta?
I was, to be honest, we were like coming back from Thailand. You know, you're living a life of freedom.
Yeah.
Everything is incredible. You're riding the bike with no helmet. You know, and I came back to the house of my childhood. You know, and for 8 months during the winter in Belgium, we were like, what are we doing? Where's the life? You know, it was just a time where we needed to bounce back. You know. And literally what we did was we tried to search a place where there was sun, where we could be really close to our parents by just taking a flight. And also like something with tax advantages, you know, because we were doing like, coming from Belgium, being an entrepreneur is really complicated, you know, you're getting taxed like madness. So we just wanted to optimize a little bit our business at this point. So it was a bit random, you know. We really like almost like pick on a card. There was maybe Cyprus.
Yeah.
Maybe there was Malta. Maybe there's one or two other stuff, you know. So it was a bit of a bit random, yeah.
There were more like things what you were thinking about. I mean, like in the way that the tax and the sun.
Really, like, you know, I was let me tell you, to me, I was picturing Malta as in my mind, you know, as a paradisiac island with only palm tree and beautiful. I had no clue. And to be honest with you, the first time I came, I was like, wow, I'm not sure what we're doing there, you know. And because there was a sandstorm. So I arrived in Malta, there was a sandstorm. And everything looked really, you know, like, a bit gray and a lot of sand. And I was like, wow, what is this country? And the next day I went to a place which is called Baluta Bay. And it was beautiful, you know, it was really nice. The blue sea, like the palm tree, nice architecture. And I was like, oh no, wow, this is nice, you know. But to be honest with you, I had no clue. We had no clue about what we were expecting, and we went there as a trial. You know, we were like, yeah, let's stay there 6 months. We chill, we continue our business, and if it works, it works. You know.
That's cool.
And after that, you know, step by step, we liked it and we stayed.
The good thing is that you are not alone. You are like with your brother,
That's
which is
true.
like in two, everything is easier, as they are saying.
Exactly.
That's cool. But like, Malta is very small. So you are staying just here, or are you like traveling a lot? I know that we were talking before that you were in Barcelona, if I'm not wrong,
Yeah.
and before you were in Brazil.
In Brazil, yeah.
So are you staying for a long time in Malta? I mean, through the year, or you are just like traveling a lot and this is just the headquarters?
I mean, the beauty of Jiu-Jitsu and working with Jiu-Jitsu, because obviously it's my full-time job, is that we travel a lot for competition.
Okay.
And I travel also like a lot for pleasure, you know, because my brother is there, I'm there, and we also have like a few instructors. So for the kids class, we have a lot of instructors. For the main class, we have like 3 other instructors. So I have a little bit the freedom to travel whenever I want. And yeah, I'm not here all the time. Okay. But I would say that it's my main job. And the secret about, you know, like living in Malta and stuff is that Ryanair flights are super cheap. So if you want to go away for the weekend, you can. So I would say that we're traveling a lot for competition and for extra activities. And I mean, for my own pleasure. Yeah, yes, I love to travel. I was in Brazil, like to train a little bit with our affiliation in Allianz, in Sao Paulo, Rio de Janeiro, and I went in Bahia in the northeast. And yeah, I love to travel, you know. Once you get the guilty pleasure of like, you know, like discovering Asia, Southeast Asia. And I was talking about that with my brother, that we are 36 years old right now. And yeah, man, we already traveled quite a lot, you know. I think there's so much other place that I want to visit in my life, but I'm always really grateful for the place I have right now and for the place I already visited, you know. Last year I also like went to the States to see ADCC, which is the Olympic of Jiu-Jitsu. I went to World Master, and you know, I'm with my best friend. So my brother is my twin brother, right? Yeah. So it's a special connection, and we travel. Imagine just 2 twin brother in a car doing all the coast of the West Coast, from Los Angeles to San Francisco. We went to Yosemite. We went to New York together. So I mean, we are best friends. We are like business partner, and we do. I think we have a really good energy here in Avant-Garde. You know, I always say that students are the reflection of their teacher. You know, so unfortunately, when you have a teacher, and I met unfortunately a few in my life, when your teacher is a dickhead, you know, and is someone who's violent, authoritarian. Unfortunately, like, you know, like the students are gonna mimic the behavior, you know. And I think that me and my brother, we are really nice, approachable, cool guys, you know. We try to be nice with everybody. Let's not confuse kindness with weakness. So we also have a really strong personality, but we are really approachable and nice. So I'm as nice with the white belt coming from the first time here than a purple belt dropping in. In fact, if you checked our review on Google, I mean, there's 320 review, and everybody is not talking about the quality of the teaching or like they talk about the friendliness and the niceness of people. So
I think that the most important, if you are doing whatever you are doing, it's like the people are thinking about how they feel with you rather than what they experience in a way.
100%, yeah. I agree. Our mindset here is like, when someone do 8 hours office job, you know, and coming to Avant-Garde at 5 in the traffic, and they come 5 minutes late, and they say, sorry coach, sorry professor, I'm late. I'm like, man, relax. Yeah. Relax. I'm not. And so in other schools, there's someone who's gonna say, 10 push-up and go fast. Yeah. Bro, no. This guy is paying me a membership. He's giving me his attention, his time. I need to be grateful for that, you know. So I'm like, man, don't bother apologizing. Let's go on the lockers, change, put your kimono, and come, you know.
Cool. That's a good attitude.
Yeah, it is.
Can we a little bit talk more about you rather than about the
Yeah, sure,
academy.
absolutely.
So, how will you describe yourself by 3 words?
By 3 words.
Yes.
First one, grateful.
Okay.
2, I would say creative, because I think that in martial arts, there's arts. And so I picture ourselves as artists. And to be an artist, you need creativity, right?
Sure.
So my job was graphic designer. As I told you, I was 3D motion designer. I'm someone who loves to draw, paint, create video, photo and stuff. So my jiu-jitsu is exactly the same, you know. I can use a lot of pressure and like murder you with pressure, but I love, you know, like really technical and be really deep into creativity, you know. So creative. And the third one is free, you know. I'm a free spirit. Nice. I have a lot of free time, and I consider myself as a human being which is free of any, you know, like, how to say that, you know, like, I don't own anything to anyone, you know. The only person I feel like I have something to owe or like to say or anything is my brother, because we work together, you know. But I don't have a boss. I don't have anyone who's telling me what to do. I'm a free human being, you know, and freedom is one of the most expensive value that you can get in your life, you know. Every time you're a bit of a prisoner, like a captive of something, of the job, of the money, of a location, you know, of your wife, of your kids, you know. Every time you do a compromise, you're not free anymore. And right now I'm free, and it's like it's a beautiful feeling. That's
cool. I can feel from you from the beginning when I came here that you were more like that your vibe and everything was like, I don't know how to describe it. Maybe free, let's say, yes. But you have a good energy. So do you believe in energies and this kind of stuff?
Yeah, and man, it's funny that you say that, because it's something that I keep repeating to my students. I said, guys, energy is contagious. Why? Because when someone came here, and I have a student, I hope he's gonna watch the interview and he's gonna recognize himself. He come and he's a bit grumpy and stuff, and he's really good about jiu-jitsu. You know, the kid is young and anything. And when he come and he's grumpy and whatever, and the other time there was like a drop-in coming, and I welcome him with a smile and say, man, welcome to Avant-Garde. Let's go. I'm gonna pair you up. We're gonna go into this, and I pair him up with this guy, you know, and he's grumpy. And so he went from a really good energy with a lot of kindness, sympathy, welcoming. And he come, and after there's like someone grumpy on him. And you're like, energy is like something that goes, you know, no EP bullshit. But you feel it, you know. And so I was like, come here, listen, stop this bullshit. I want to see a fucking smile on your face. Force yourself to smile, and you will see that the guy in front of you will smile. And I'm telling all the time, energy is contagious, you know. So I'm a bit spiritual. I like a little bit every ideas and stuff. And I believe, you know, that not everything can be explained scientifically. And I love, you know, I'm a Cartesian person. I love science and I love explanation. But I love this idea that, you know, like we are human beings, is not everything can be explained, you know. So I believe 100% in energy, but also like, because of our brain, we are like smart people, and there's a lot of psychology involved. When you come here, and especially when you run a business, an academy school here, you can be the best teacher, you can be the best fighter, you can be the best competitor and get gold medal. But if you're a shit human being, yes, so people gonna come for you, for your success, for your glory, for your gold medal. But what about the white belt who's coming and he watch on YouTube for 3 months, Eddie Bravo, Jiu-Jitsu, Joe Rogan stuff, and he's like, oh, I should go to this Jiu-Jitsu school and maybe I'm gonna try to learn Jiu-Jitsu. And he comes here, imagine how scared it is, like to come in a gym with people full of testosterone and stuff, and after like the guy is coming and say, I would like to try Jiu-Jitsu. And there is someone who's laugh at him, or like, hey, look at this guy. Or like a purple belt would think he knows everything, and he's like, hey man, you suck at jiu-jitsu. That's some energy, you know? So for me, you come, you smile, you welcome the person, you give some impeccable words, you talk with impeccable words. There's a really good book. I'm not sure about the English title. The four Toltec words, and it's like the first one is like always speak with impeccable words. That means like words are like bullets, and everything you use can be used against you or for you, you know. And so when I meet someone, I give him my best energy, and I expect the same in return as respect. Respect is due, is not earned. So that means, what I mean by that, like some people are like, respect is earned. No, respect is not earned, it's due. I'm gonna meet you, I don't know you, and I give you all my respect. Now, how you behave and how you react with me and how you're gonna talk to me, it's like, like an energy bar of respect, and I'm gonna say, oh, you're gonna lose my respect, or you're gonna earn even more.
Yeah.
But when I meet you, when I bump into someone in the street, and I bump his shoulder, I'm not gonna say, hey, what the fuck are you doing, because I'm a black belt in jiu-jitsu. I'm gonna look at me and say, oh, I'm really sorry, sir.
Yeah,
you know?
It should be normal in this way, I believe.
I think so too.
You come a little bit back.
Sure.
You have your twin brother. Who is older, you or him?
So it's
or you came together?
That's the answer. And in fact,
for real?
Let me tell you why. Because like twin brother have a really special relationship, and it has been really complicated during the childhood and the teenage years. We're like fighting a lot. So jiu-jitsu was perfect for us, you know. But the important stuff is like that we never knew who was the little brother and the big brother, because my mother got a C-section. And maybe my father and my mother knows who's the oldest or whatever, but they never told you. And let me tell you, it's way better this way. Like this, there's no one who's gonna say, man, you listen to me, I'm your big brother.
Yeah, like
this never happened, you know? Now, I need to say that my brother started jiu-jitsu 7 years before me. So in fact, I'm his student. He is the one who gave me my black belt with Cobrinha. So on the mats, I always respect my brother, and he has a hierarchy. There's a hierarchy in jiu-jitsu, and he has a higher status than me, and I listen to him. And obviously, he's my big brother on the mat, but outside the mat, business-wise, private and stuff, we are really like the same. There's no relationship of, like a dominant and a dominated. We are really like equal, and yeah.
Cool. What will you say to your younger self? Like if you could meet your younger self, what will you say?
Many things, right? I think I started jiu-jitsu late, and everybody say that. Coach, I'm 26, I'm 35, I started jiu-jitsu too late. Yes, you started jiu-jitsu too late, like to be a world champion, but it's never too late, like to improve your life, So my brother started jiu-jitsu at 18 or 19, I think, and I started at 26.
Okay.
So I was like doing a lot of party. I was a skateboarder, so I was a bit of this.
More like party life.
Party, exactly. Underground parties, skateboarding. Like I was smoking cigarettes. I was smoking a bit of weed. I was partying a lot, and I was doing skateboarding for the whole day. And after at night, we like begin to drink and to smoke in the evening. And after we were going in parties, and I was partying like crazy. And after that, at one point at 25, 26, I felt the urge to change, and it was before I was going to Thailand. And I think that Thailand improve you, upgrade you, or destroy you, And you see a lot of those old guys going to Phuket or Pattaya at their retirement, and they just like, fuck everything, I'm gonna go there and smoke, drink, and, And me, I wanted to improve my life, So my brother Thomas told me, man, let's go, we're gonna begin to run. And so we're like putting some really hardcore French rap, and we're like running together, And it was my first time doing a real sport. I think skateboarding is also like something. I was talking about creativity and stuff, but it's not a real sport. I was sweating like crazy. I was keeping it super lean, but I was skinny, And we begin to run together, and after 3 months of running, I begin to enjoy, like this free dopamine, like after you do sport, you're sweating and you feel good, And so I was waking up at 7 o'clock in the morning to run before my job. I was working as a manager in a bar restaurant of a Thai restaurant. So that's how I discovered the Thai culture, and I began to speak Thai also. And anyway, my advice to my younger self is like, stop smoking.
Okay.
Continue to party if you want. Stop smoking and do a real activity like gym. Obviously, I would recommend Jiu-Jitsu to everybody, like to the kids. One of the best tools you can get earlier in life. To old men, you're 50, just do Jiu-Jitsu, you know. Obviously, you need like to increase your pace and stuff. For the young teenager with trouble and stuff, I mean, amazing way to deal with your prime, with your stress, with everything, right? So, and if I could go deeper into it, I would say read more books, meditation, breathing exercises, 100%. You know, I discovered that in Malta when I tried a few times free diving, and you need like to build up your breathing before diving at -10 or 15, 20. And I think one of the best skills in life, but also like one of the best skills in Jiu-Jitsu, when someone gives you a lot of pressure and you're able like to keep cool under pressure. So yeah, my younger self, I would say, man, continue skateboarding, go to the gym, do Jiu-Jitsu, breathing exercise, reading books, and just try to go in a healthy way, you know?
So basically what you are saying is improve yourself in the, let's say, good way, or how to say it, like...
I think everybody needs to make his own mistake, and you learn from the mistake, and you got your first your experience is not your experience. I don't know how you were as a teenager or as a kid. You know, it's different from mine. It's different from another culture, another country. But Belgium is, you know, like people love to smoke, they love to drink, and
it's same everywhere, I believe. But yeah, but you are saying like the things that, like reading a book, which is improving your brain, your intelligence, how you are thinking. Yeah, breathing also the same. You will be more calm, like more how to say at the time.
You want to try the moment of no, you know, like this is important.
Exactly.
Super complicated, like to grasp the moment of no and enjoying, you know.
And also the Jiu-Jitsu, so your body will be more like strength. So
strength would be like the gym and all but Jiu-Jitsu is more, you know.
I mean in a way like that. If you are sitting just at home on the couch and watching TV, your body is going to be
absolutely,
you know, like
absolutely.
dead, let's say.
I always say that movement is remedy.
Yeah.
Even when you're injured, movement is remedy. Don't stagnate. Yes, I don't know, you blew your ligaments in your knee. No, go make some pull-up, sweat, move, and all the body is a machine. You need like to keep moving.
Do you believe that through this, like through the movement and everything, you could, how to say, you could be younger in your 60s?
For sure.
Rather than...
Oh, I believe it's 100%, you know. Let me tell you, I was in Brazil, and I'm going to show you the picture after. I met this guy, he's 74 years old.
Okay.
And every time I'm going to Brazil, I meet him in Rio. This guy trains Jiu-Jitsu every day.
That's
and
cool.
he's sparring every day. And this guy is the coolest guy on earth. He's like six degree black belt. And he tell me I should be a red belt from now. It's just because I switched school and stuff. But now I received my 6th degree. And believe it or not, obviously with a guy who's 75, you cannot like crush him and use all your power because I'm still young, you know?
Yeah.
But this guy is technically, he's crazy good. He has a lot of tricks and a lot of traps. And this guy has been doing Jiu-Jitsu all his life. And you know, I love this lifestyle in Brazil where people take care of their body. You don't see that much people smoking, you know? There's some people smoking and drinking and stuff, but there's like a cult of the appearances and like the physical body and stuff. Cool. So everybody look good, you know? You go in Rio, you're like in Ipanema, Copacabana, you're running and you see people taking care of their body.
It's crazy because also in Thailand I saw like, I don't know how old they could be, but like people, they could be 60, 70 and they were training Muay Thai, which is like crazy because in my country, if I have a grandmother and she's 70 plus, and when I'm imagining her and the guy from the gym who is like hitting the bag, it's giant difference, like giant. It's crazy.
Unfortunately, I have an aunt. I have an aunt too. She has 2 knee replacements, 1 hip replacement, and she's gonna get a second one. And believe it or not, she never did one second of sport in all her life. And she got a surgery for the knee. And the doctor were like, listen, you need like to begin to make some exercise, like to make some gym and stuff.
Okay.
And she hired a physio to receive massage. And I was like, this is not how it works. It's really unfortunate, but I think that unfortunately, soon she's going to be in a wheelchair because she never did one second of exercise, you know. And on the other way, my father, I always remember my father as quite fat, you know, and a bit almost obese at one point. And since my brother started Jiu-Jitsu and after me, he took us in example and he changed his lifestyle. And
that's
now,
cool.
Yeah, so my father is 76 and every day he's going to Basic Fit and he's doing some exercise and stuff. And it's a lifestyle now. And he discovered really, really late in life. And he always told me this. He said exactly what you're saying about what would you say to your younger self? And he would say, less work, more travel, and more sports. And you know what? Right now I'm trying to apply the regrets of my father, I would say, you know?
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's very nice. That's cool. Yeah.
It's cool.
What is a family for you? What does family mean for you? Because you are living with your brother, you are traveling.
So I come from quite a small family, you know, like my father and my mother got me quite late. I think they were like 40, you know?
Okay.
Yeah. So I have a really small family, you know, like I never knew grandfather, grandmother, and I've had an uncle who passed away. I got my my aunt. So I have like a small family, but obviously, you know, right now I'm in the mindset where when they got older, I want to enjoy and pass a lot of time with them and try my best like to come back in Belgium at least one to twice. I try to pass every 1 month or every 2 months. I try to come back in Belgium to see them, and I try to enjoy. You know, I would have loved to have a big family. You know, like a Christmas dinner with like 50 people, but that was not my stuff. So I think one of the projects in the future is with my brother, like to have a huge family and like maybe to create what we didn't have. But obviously, you know, family is important, and I'd like to take care of my loved ones.
Do you think that this is affecting the way how you are talking and working with the people here? I mean, like that you are taking them as a family, so you want to have.
I don't think so, to be honest. No, I don't think so. I mean, it's a good analogy, and we could go really into something psychological and stuff. But I would say that certain martial arts, you know, especially Jiu-Jitsu, where everybody is so close together, you know, like you don't know someone and you're really like close to each other. Yeah. After like 2 minutes, hey, nice to meet you, and you're like hugging, you know what I mean? Hugging really violently and trying to murder each other. I think that creates a really close intimacy. And obviously, you know, I see my instructors and my students and my friends every day, you know what I mean? So even if I had a girlfriend and we were not living together, I mean, I'm seeing my friends, my students, my instructors more than I see anyone else, you know? So obviously it becomes like a family, right? So, so
but
more,
it doesn't have to do anything with the...
I don't know, man. We could go really deeper into...
But probably not.
No, it's probably then yes also, but I don't have the skills to self-analyze.
Okay.
Yeah.
Understand. Do you have a family?
I have a girlfriend right now, and I would love to have some kids at one point. So it's in a project in work in progress.
How many kids would you love?
I would love to make like the Gracie family. You know, like the Gracie family are the one who invented Jiu-Jitsu. And so Elio Gracie was like the big boss of the family. I think he had like 14 children. 14? Yeah, so I would say if I do 3 or 4 and my brother do 3 or 4, I think we can create a small academy.
Okay.
Yeah, it's in work in progress. I would love that.
Yeah, but we have, as a man, we have how to say, we have a easy life in this. How to describe it? for us, the whole thing with the family is much easier. I mean, with a pregnancy, you know, we are not doing anything.
Yeah, it's complicated. My girlfriend told me that she's ready for 3, so.
Oh, so you are.
Yeah, man. I mean, she wants some kids, and she told me that 2 or 3 would be good. So.
Cool.
Let's see.
So maybe you will have 1, then 2, then first, second, and then you will have.
And after we see. Exactly.
So we will have a 5.
Normally, as I'm a twin,
you have a
I'm a twin, so I have twin genetics. But theoretically speaking, I think I cannot get twins.
I think that it's over the generation.
Exactly, jump 1 generation. Yeah.
We were talking about it with my girlfriend because they have it somehow in the family, and she is the generation where it could appear.
It could happen.
So.
Good luck, my friends.
Thank you. I hope that we will have. But I was saying that if we will have twins, it's good because we will have it at one point. We will. Not
You know what we say, me and my brother, when we meet some parent with twin brother, we say, "Good luck," because it's a blessing and it can be a curse too, because like twin brother, they always stay together.
Yeah.
It's like a really powerful love, but unfortunately, sometimes the parents are a bit aside. Because they live in their own worlds with their own language, their own jokes and stuff. So you're a bit isolated. Mm-hmm. And so when everything is going good, the 2 twins stay together and do their stuff together. And when they fight, as we fought a lot with my brother, I mean, you're like the spectator of anarchy, you know.
Okay.
You know, like insult, crazy stuff, and you need to calm them down, you know. So. But it's a blessing. It's a blessing.
Yeah, I think that it will be. I'm ready for it. So we will see. We will see. Mm-hmm. Okay, what is the most important thing in your life, except your brother? Because I can understand that you have a.
I mean, that would be the main answer for sure. I mean, happiness. Okay. You know, like being happy. It's like the most important stuff is to work on that every day. You know. Mm-hmm. I'm a big advocate of male happiness and mental health. Mm-hmm. You know, it's really important. You know, as I said, when you do jitsu and you break your knee, you go to a doctor who can take care of your knee, right? So a specialist. So if anyone has a mental health problem, depression and stuff, you need like to go consult and like go to someone who can help you. Therapy, friends, family. Don't be shy about expressing yourself, your feelings, what you're thinking, what you're feeling, and you will see that talking about it will solve a lot of problem, you know. So I'm someone who's really, really positive and I have a great life and stuff. And I really believe that we need to work on our happiness every day, you know. And sport is helping, friends is helping, traveling is helping. When I was talking about gratitude and being grateful, traveling, you go to Brazil in a favela, you go to Brazil in the northeast and you see people who don't have a house. You go to Philippines in Manila and you see like kids in the streets begging some money. Go complain about your life again, you know. Go complain that your job sucks. Go complain that you don't have enough money like to do something, you know. So happiness, everything is about our own existence, the moment present, enjoying the now. It's really important, you know. And that's what Jitsu teach you, you know. You cannot be in the future, you cannot be in the past. When you do Jitsu, it's right now. What am I doing? I'm solving a problem. And I think Jitsu is an excellent tool in life to problem solving. Mm-hmm. What is my problem? I have a problem at my work. What's the different solution? And it's the same now I'm talking to people who do Jitsu. When I'm in front of God, of someone, and he's taking some grapes, what should I do? Break the grapes. Trying like to pummel the legs, passing one leg, being into the half guard, taking the underhook, taking the crossface, bringing some pressure. Oh, he's recovering. Okay, he's going for the dogfight. I need an overhook, I need an underhook. Can I pummel? So life is like this. You need like to solve problem, and you need to solve problem in any different field. Happiness, work. your girlfriend was getting some problems. What are you gonna do? Like stuck your ears and just it doesn't exist? Or are you gonna talk with her? Are you gonna do something? Everything is problem solving in life.
Yeah, you said that the Jitsu is when you are doing it, you don't have a time to think about the past or about the problems and everything because you
just
are...
a bit in the future, like just a few steps in the future.
I think that it's the same in like generally in martial arts because I'm doing Muay Thai. I think that it's the same because you don't have a time to think about what happened, what will happen next because you are in front of your opponent and you are just trying to, let's say, survive.
Yeah.
So you have to think about the whole, what is happening right now and just to be at the moment. So
I agree.
I think that the sport in this way is so cool.
I agree 100%.
Yeah.
It's just one of the best thing about martial arts, like enjoying the moment and what's happening in the few little seconds. You're not thinking about tonight or whatever, you know.
Yes.
So and there's a feeling that I really love is like after doing like 5, 10, 15 sparring and you're like exhausted and you're just laying on your back here and you look at the light here and your brain has zero thoughts. You're empty of anything. It's like, and you're enjoying all the dopamine, all the serotonin and all this natural drug in your body. And this is the best feeling in the world, not having to think, not having to think about the future, the past, or just thinking at all. Your brain is like, there's zero, you know? It's a wonderful feeling.
It's cool, yeah. I love it too. I also love when we are doing sparring that you are, like, they are beating you, you are feeling it, but at the end, as you said, you are exhausted, but it was cool.
It was cool.
You enjoyed, like someone beat you up, but you enjoy it. You know that you did something good.
And you never regret, right?
No,
sometimes you're like, oh man, I don't feel like going today. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be complicated. This guy is beating me all the time. And after you force yourself to come here, but did it happen to you that one time after a session you were like, I regret to have came today?
Never.
Yeah?
It's every single time it's like, I'm so exhausted, but it was worth it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I love it.
Me too.
Definitely. You were talking about reading the books.
Yeah.
Are you reading books?
Yes, I do.
What 3 books will you say that we should read?
So, number 1, this is Cobrina, our mentor, friends, teacher, one of the only guy in the world who does the Grand Slam, and so he won every major tournament plus the ADCC in 1 year, and he's an absolute incredible human being. And the first time he came to my place, he saw one book and he was like, okay, now I know that we can click and connect, because I had his favorite book and my favorite book, and it's like how to win friends and influence people. So this book has a title which can sound a little bit almost a bit malicious, but in fact it's a really positive and incredible book about how to better yourself, how to be a better human being. So I would say this one on the first, how to win friends and influence people. There's the 4 Toltec words, which is one of my favorite book too. Super small book, just 4 concepts that change your life. And the third one is from a French author, it's Barjavel. And no, sorry. This one is, I would say Aldous Huxley, and I think it's called the Night of Times. I'm not sure I know the French version, and it's about like a dystopian society in the future where we're coming really close to it. And I love this book. It marked me as a child.
Okay.
And I read it already 3 times, and I absolutely love this book. Yeah.
Cool. Thank you. What about the music? What are you listening?
Complicated because I don't know about the word in English, but heteroclite. It's like I'm listening to everything. So I'm a big fan of French hip hop, but I'm also like sometimes I'm a bit of a EP, so I'm listening to a lot of 60s, 70s music. I love rock. The only thing I really don't enjoy is metal. You know, when it's like too powerful, too strong, it don't click with me. But so
you don't have a specific genre?
No, I don't. No, not at all. I think you need to be open in mind. and I listen even like to classical music. I love Brazilian music.
Okay. You are talking a lot about the Brazil. You love it there, right?
I love it, man.
Yeah.
I mean, Jiu-Jitsu come from there, but with all our years of experience in the sport, you know, you meet a lot of Brazilian, and me and my brother, we speak quite good Portuguese too.
Okay.
My brother is a real polyglot. Huh?
How many languages do you speak?
So me, I speak 5, and my brother speaks 6. So we speak French, English, Spanish, Portuguese, and I speak Thai.
Okay.
Because I live in Thailand for 3 years, and I work in a Thai restaurant for 5 years in Belgium. And my brother speak Italian too.
Okay.
And so my brother speak really perfectly. And we studied Dutch because we come from Belgium.
Yeah.
So theoretically, he speaks 7 languages, but I would say that the Dutch, we never practice it, but we studied maybe 10 or 12 years, you know, but we don't practice it that much.
Does your name on the Instagram have something to do with the Thai?
Yeah. So Sawadee Krap, it means like hello, goodbye in Thai. And so I just switch it because in French I had like a nickname of mon petit chat, which is like Sawadee cat. Chat is cat in, so that's it. Sawadee cat.
Yeah. I was thinking about it the whole time when we were talking. I was like.
I think it's quite famous. You know, there's a lot of spa, restaurant and stuff. They use the Sawadee, which is a kind of a great thing in Thai. So that's why people who don't even know Thailand, they know it means something. You know.
We were for a month in Thailand.
Yeah, cool.
So I was hearing it.
Sawadee Krap.
A lot of times. So that's why I was thinking about.
I have a friend in Bangkok who wants to make a podcast with me. Say he wants to make an interview.
Okay.
And every time he's like, man, when are you coming back to Bangkok? And it's from the Arete school, you know. He has a really popular podcast there, and
So maybe one day this.
Nah, man. Next time I'm going to Bangkok, just after the jet lag, I will do his podcast too because he.
Okay. About the music, like, give me three songs now. What do you like?
I'm bad with title, but there's one of
you can sing it.
Okay, Sixto Rodriguez, one of my favorite singer. 8 Straight Dialogue, absolutely love it. I Am, like one of the best French hip hop group ever, and I would say Petit Frère, Little Brother. Third one, how to choose, huh? I would say like a Brazilian song.
Okay.
The Girl of Ipanema. Really, really cool song. It's too hard to choose, you know. I'm never be, you know, like playing instruments and stuff, but I love music, but man, I'm listening to so many different stuff. And my brother is the same. When people see or play this, you know, like on Spotify, you can like the song. Yeah. So a lot of time I'm listening to my own playlist of song, and it passed to, you know, like old French song to new hip hop from the UK. I love Dave, Stormzy. Okay. You know, I listen to everything.
So there is a.
No, the third song, Les Murs de Poussière.
Okay.
Incredible, Francis Cabrel. Incredible song.
I have to find it.
Yeah, I share with you after.
Okay,
yeah?
Okay. We can. You can share your playlist, and we can.
I will share my playlist, and you will see how chaotic it is.
Okay. Maybe now a little bit sad. What is your worst life experience?
Worst life experience? I mean, obviously, you know, I'm 36, so I got a few friends who passed away. Yeah, you know, like one of my best friends. Unfortunately, Belgium, Europe in general, right? But drug abuse. Super popular. Unfortunately, I'm coming back to Belgium a lot of time, and I see a lot of people in alcoholism, a lot of drug abuse, and I got a friend who was really close to me. We traveled a lot together. It was like we call that in French a sad clown, you know. So he's always a clown in front of everybody. He make people laugh and stuff. And when the alcohol and the drugs go down, crying in your arms and like, you know, a lot of problem with his life, with his parents and stuff. And unfortunately, he went he tried to change his life. Went from drug abuse, a lot of cocaine, a lot of smoking cocaine and stuff. Super popular in Belgium, unfortunately. And he changed his life. He went to Vietnam to change his environment. You know, it's really important, the environment. And he went in Vietnam. He met a girl. Changed his life. He got a job, new culture and stuff. And he got a kid. He invited me to his wedding. And we were talking, and he was like, you know what? And I was like breaking up with my ex at this point. I was like, listen, I'm gonna make like a travel in Asia, and I'm gonna go to Vietnam, Thailand, Philippines, Bali. And I booked my trip, and a few weeks later, unfortunately, he passed away. Drug abuse, you know, maybe, you know, that in Vietnam there's like this kind of fentanyl or methamphetamine or all those shit, you know. And he drank, he probably took some stuff. And yeah, he slept on a bench and never woke up, you know. So yeah, rest in peace, Thomas. Yeah, really good people, and I think a lot about him, and that's where sometimes comes my gratitude, you know. I think about that, you know, that we are really lucky and privileged to be alive, and you need like to enjoy it. You need like to make smart choices, you know. Maybe he didn't do the best choices, but obviously didn't deserve that, you know, like newly married, get a kid, and you don't see your son growing, and your son is not going to see his father, you know. So yeah, I think about him a lot. He was a great guy. I love this guy.
What is the best life experience?
So many things already happened, but I would say no hesitation. It was last year. Me and my brother, we did this tour of the USA, and we went in the Grand Canyon. Okay. Yeah. And you know, like there's no light pollution, so there was like a new moon. Sorry, not a new moon. There was like no light at all from the moon, right? And as there's no light pollution, we went in a camping with a lot of dome. You know, like we felt like on Mars, and we just stayed till 3 o'clock, looking at the sky. But there is the Milky Way. Yeah. Man, it's no joke. Imagine that the people long time ago, they was not watching television. There was no light pollution. Every night, you could see the stars. And imagine how much thing you can imagine about life, about philosophy when you have every day. So we were like, it was insane, man. Like so many stars, and there's just the Milky Way like splitting the sky. And I mean, what can you get more than being with your best friends, traveling in another country and seeing like the universe and 1 billion planet in front of you and seeing like the Milky Way perfectly, you know? It was insane. So one of the best moments in my life, yeah.
It's crazy because like I have the same kind of way how to enjoying the things, like the simple one, and that's the thing, like it's simple, it's free. Like you don't have to buy anything. You don't need anything. You are just lying on the floor or on the ground, and you are just watching the sky. Lots. But the feeling is like
doing a barbecue. Like you know, like you go in the countryside, you make a fire, you stay with your friend, you drink a beer, and you chilling with your friend. Nobody's on the phone. Nobody's watching anything, and you just like talking and you watch the fire. The fire is more interesting than any series on Netflix. You know, it's. Simple moment, you know. Simple moments are free and easy to enjoy.
That's what they are saying, that the best things are for free.
I agree with you.
Yeah, it's cool.
So definitely, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I have here a few questions for you, and let's see what you will say. I have to read them because I don't remember them. If you could use just one submission until the end of your life, what it will be?
Triangle. Okay. It's my specialty. I won a lot of competition, and everybody knows here in Avant-Garde that if I go to triangle, it's over. Yeah. Triangle.
Okay. What is the most weird thing that someone told you through the sparring? Something like you smelled like a fresh rose, or something like that.
I think there's a lot of banter in Jiu-Jitsu. You know, like a lot of banter, a lot of jokes and stuff. So. Yeah, definitely. Like you have beautiful eyes. You like you know, but it was with a friend, like to annoy me during the sparring and like distract me, yeah?
Okay, so something like that, like
Something
this
like that,
romantic
yeah.
thing.
There's a lot of jokes, you know. For example, we always say that like to finish the omoplata is like a submission.
Mm-hmm.
I always say during the class, when I do the omoplata, I take a seat belt and I bring my mouth to their ear and always say, I love you. And it's like the best way. So I try to make understand. Obviously, you don't need to say anything, but you need to bring your chin and your mouth close to the ear of the person and almost put your forehead on the mat, like to finish the omoplata. But every time I'm in the class, I'm like, and now you're gonna like whisper to them, I love you in the ear.
Cool. If you could make your own special BJJ belt, what color it will have and why?
Ah man, I mean, you can check there after, but I think every color exists, you know. I'm sad that I didn't start Jiu-Jitsu younger to get the super cool color, like for example green and black. I love the mix between green and black, so I would have get this one. But man, every color I think exists in the.
Okay.
I'm trying to think, you know, but every colors exist in the belt system.
Cool. So nothing
I
special.
I can't.
Okay.
Check here after and tell me if there's a color that doesn't exist.
Okay.
I think black is pretty cool, no?
Oh, it is. And
Black and red, I think it's cool.
It's cool. It's very cool. I like it. What is the worst advice you get in BJJ that sounds totally logically but doesn't make any sense?
One more time.
What is the worst advice you get in Jiu-Jitsu that sounds logically but doesn't work at all, doesn't make any sense? Like, you know, that someone telling you the thing and you are like, yes, that makes sense, I'm going to do it. At the end, it didn't work.
Don't take the underhook, because this is what you need to do all the time. So every time I coach my students, they ask me a crazy philosophical question about a position, and I'm like, did you try to take the underhook or did you take a crossface? And this solves every problem, you know. So that would be something like someone say, don't take the underhook. And I'm pretty sure it exists in one or two situations in Jiu-Jitsu where you're not taking the underhook and maybe it makes sense.
Okay. Good. That's from the questions. I have here,
Yeah.
I will tell you 2 words, just without thinking. Tell me the one what is more important for you. So,
I need to choose.
yes.
Yeah.
I will tell you 2 things.
Yeah.
Just pick one, and the more important.
I don't explain, I just pick. Huh?
What?
I don't explain, I just pick
Yes.
the word. Yeah?
Just pick. Yeah. Brussels or Malta?
Malta.
Cars or motorbikes?
Motorbikes.
Ooh. City or nature?
Nature.
Shower or bath?
Shower.
Hot or cold?
Cold.
Meat or vegetable?
Meat.
Money or calm?
Oh?
Calm. Calm? Like you are calm?
Oh, calm.
Ah,
Calm.
okay,
Sorry.
calm. Yeah, sorry.
Calm. Yeah, for
Okay.
sure.
Family or friends?
Family.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
That's all. You can now say whatever you want to people who will watch it one day.
Cool. Guys, if you think about starting Jiu-Jitsu, don't hesitate. Try to find a really healthy gym with a nice environment. Check the Google review. Maybe just go there, try to speak to someone, see how they behave with you, and you will have like already like a feeling of what the place look like. Don't be scared about Jiu-Jitsu. I think it's an intimidating sport at first. Now it's so popular that there is so many options, right? If you come in Avant-Garde, if you're already doing Jiu-Jitsu, please visit us. Come, drop in. We will take care of you in a really nice, friendly, competitive mindset, but always in a really healthy way. If you're alone, you know, I remember a guy who came for the graduation, just dropping in by himself. He came after to the beach with us, you know. It's a beautiful lifestyle. I traveled to Brazil just after, and I'm telling you, Jiu-Jitsu and being a black belt is the best passports in life. You know, I made friends. I have friends in every continent. You know, I'm traveling to Asia, to South America, to to America, to every country in Europe. I have some friends, I have a family, and you know, it's such a small circle that everybody knows each other, you know. So if you behave well and you're respectful and you're nice and you have a great mindset, everybody is going to talk good about you, and everybody will know about you, you know. So that's what we try to be doing in Malta, just being impeccable, try to be perfectionist, try to do our best. And I think for now we're doing pretty good. And I believe that in the future you will hear about us even more, because we only have 4 years of existence. And I think it's just the beginning. So as I said always, energy is contagious, but most importantly, trust the process. Everything takes time in life, and nothing comes free, nothing comes easy. So trust the process.
Okay, thank you.
Osta.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Tschüss. So that's it. Thank you so much.
Was good?